Good, happy Thursday evening, January 6th, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Thursday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Thursday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, 100 more National Guard members deployed for New Hampshire COVID-19 response. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Today we're also announcing that I have authorized another deployment of our National Guard. In addition to our earlier deployment back in December, we are now deploying an additional 100 men and women of our National Guard to help the healthcare system. Approximately 30 or so will be deployed to long-term care facilities that have requested some assistance. About 70 of those individuals will be deployed specifically within the hospital system to provide some critical support for the pandemic. So it's we have some flexibility and capacity there, and there's no doubt that the men and women of the Guard who have just knocked it out of the park every time will continue to do a tremendous job and give us flexibility in our healthcare system.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. COVID-19 cases hit record high in New Hampshire while hospitalizations continue to drop. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Maggie Hassan is pushing for tax credits that help our business.
She cared about a small business like mine when it counted.
Pandemic news now. Active cases of COVID-19 in New Hampshire are at a record high for the second day in a row. Today, they jumped to just under 15,000. There are nearly 3,800 new cases to report, with 1,600 of those from prior days. As cases grow, Granite Staters are experiencing long waits for testing, and current hospitalizations are down now to 359, and there are 4 new COVID-related deaths.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Woman accused of collecting food stamp benefits while failing to remove missing New Hampshire girl from family account. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Well, Gene, Kayla Montgomery is facing one charge of that welfare fraud this afternoon. Prosecutors asked for a $5,000 bail, citing that Montgomery is a flight risk, while her defense attorney asked the judge for personal recognizance bail. The judge said she would take both sides into advisement, and that's where we stand this noontime. Kayla Montgomery is the estranged wife of Harmony's biological father, Adam. Kayla is accused of obtaining more than $1,500 in food stamp benefits by failing to remove Harmony Montgomery from the family's account with the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services Division of Family Assistance. Investigators say Kayla Montgomery collected the money between December 2019 and June 2021, despite the fact that Harmony was not living with Kayla and her husband, Adam. Now, as we know, Harmony Montgomery has been missing since late October of 2019. Prosecutors say she is still considered missing today. Now, a reward for information regarding her whereabouts was increased this morning to $60,000. Anyone with any information can call or text the Manchester Police Department at 603-203-6060. Reporting live in Manchester this noontime, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Father of missing New Hampshire girl accused of abuse says he left her with her mother, affidavit says. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Adam Adam Montgomery did not appear before a judge today. Instead, he waived arraignment. The 31-year-old has been charged with second-degree assault, interference with custody, and endangering the welfare of a child, accused of abusing his daughter Harmony before she disappeared in 2019.
Until we're presented with evidence otherwise, this is a rescue mission.
Court documents obtained by News 9 describe a difficult childhood for the 7-year-old girl. She briefly spent time in relative foster care in Massachusetts. Agencies are required by law to seek biological relatives for custody, which is how she ended up in New Hampshire with her father and legal custodian. According to court documents, Adam Montgomery told Manchester police he delivered the child back to her mother in 2019. His estranged wife corroborates that, telling police she hasn't seen the 7-year-old since then. But Harmony's mother says she hasn't seen her daughter since an Easter FaceTime call in 2019. And for months, she reached out to DCYF with her concerns and finally to Manchester police in November of 2021. The Attorney General's office is now leading the investigation into Harmony's disappearance.
The loss of any little child is tragic. A 7-year-old girl missing for 2 years. She's a daughter. She's a sister. She's a person. It's a tragic case, regardless of any other circumstances.
And tonight, Adam Montgomery is being held on personal recognizance bail at the Valley Street Jail here in Manchester. Reporting live in the Queen City, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Route 101 East back open in Milford after serious crash. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Welcome to the Giganet. Fidium Fiber has arrived. Say hello to better, faster fiber internet delivered right.
Also breaking right now, a section of Route 101 in Milford is shut down due to a crash. DOT says all lanes are closed on the eastbound side at Route 101A. And we were getting reports that it was a little bit slick out there this morning.
And we can tell you it is back open. And here's image from the scene, as you can see. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great rest of your evening, and see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night and goodbye, everyone.